All right, so let's create an animated GIF inside of Photoshop. Bring that animated GIF inside of WPF so we can program that animated GIF. We first start off in Photoshop. Go here in Photoshop CC, put 200 in there. Since that's already there, I go to my height and 200. So I want something that's 200 width and 200 high. And I can go ahead and name that my animation, my animated GIF. I'm going to hold down the Alt key and use my middle mouse button to zoom in there a little bit. And then I look over here in my Photoshop, I have my layers open. If you don't see the layers panel here, then you go to your Windows and then you can go here and click on the layers. So let's make something real simple so we can get the idea. All right, so I'm going to go here and grab this ellipse tool and I'm going to drag it out, something like that. And then I'm going to change the background color by changing the fill here to something that's not so plain. So I can do something like this where it's a gradation, or even change that by clicking anywhere on there and adding another color to that. So I can double click on this little box here, add a color to that, and as you can see, it changes the way this looks. So I'll go ahead and leave that there because I don't want to get too detailed here. But I do want to go ahead and add a stroke to this, and I'm going to add just a regular black stroke, and you can see that right there. And I'm going to change the width of the stroke to less than 3 points, and then I can change the type of stroke it is. So it's a dotted line stroke or something like that, or just these little dots here. So just go ahead and fool around with that. We just need something that we're going to animate. So now that I have these dotted lines across here, I'm going to go ahead and leave that there for now. Right now I have it at 81 points. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and take this and I'm going to duplicate this. I can do this a couple of ways. I can drag this down here to this create layers button here, or I can just click on that layer and hit Control J. Now I have a beginning and end here, and I'm going to be using these for my animated GIF. So I'm going to leave these here and I'm going to shut those off, and then I'm going to start back here and hit Control J again. This is the one I want to work with because this is the start of my animation. So right now I have this one, and then on this one what I'm going to do now that I have it selected is I'm going to go up here and I'm going to increase the size of my stroke. And then I'm going to keep doing that as if it's being animated. So I'm going to close that one, select this one, and then increase the size of that stroke. I'm going to do that again here. Here we go. And just keep doing that. And basically we are creating what our animated GIF would look like when it's done. I'm going to keep on going until I pretty much fill up the whole thing with these dots here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and fill that up something like this, something like that. I want to get this over with pretty quickly so I'm not wasting your time. And then I'm going to come here and just completely fill that up. All right, so basically my animation starts from here and it goes all the way down there. And then I can make that go backwards. So I can take all of these right here. I'm going to take these right here and I'm going to hit Control G to group those. And then I'm going to hit Control J to copy that group. Now in this group here, I'm just going to go ahead and reverse all of these. So I'm going to drag the bottom to the top until it's all reversed. There we go. So now I have the first at the bottom and the bottom at the top. Basically, now that I have all this set up, I want to go ahead and take these out of these groups, and then I'll go ahead and complete the animation. I had them in those groups simply to keep the organization set, so when I was reorganizing them, everything would be in the proper order. So now that I have all that there, I can now go here, go to frame animation, and if you don't see that, what you need to do is go up here to window, go all the way down here to timeline, and make sure that that is selected. Then you'll have this little panel open up right here of the timeline. When you have that open, in CC, you'll have two options here in the drop-down menu. You'll have create video timeline and you have create frame animation. And this is the one we want, create frame animation. Now I want to go ahead and make sure it says frame animation. I'm going to go ahead and click on that frame animation there. I'll get this here, but now what I want to do is go here to the button here, and then I'm going to go here to make frame from animation, make frames from animation, and then you'll see down here that it has this animation, and all I got to do is play it, and then you'll see what's happening there. So if I hit play, it goes forward and back. Now what I want to do with this is I want to go ahead and not play this once, I want to play this forever. And so I'll just go ahead and do that. And I could do this blending thing. I don't want to blend the opacity, but let's say it's a position and stuff like that. So I can click OK. And then what it'll do is it'll try to blend those a little bit better. So when you look at it now, it might look a little bit better in how it blended everything together. So all I need to do now is go ahead and export this out as an animated GIF. So I'm going to now go here to File, I'm going to Export, and then I go to Save for Web Legacy. When I do that, this GIF is going to pop up here, and it's an animated GIF already. I already know that. So then I'll go here to Save, and then save it to wherever you're going to save it, desktop. And once you do that, all you need to do is look at the desktop. You can even double click that. So there we have our animated GIF. Now what I want to do is I'm going to take this animated GIF and I'm going to use this inside of WPF, so that way we can use it for a game or anything like that. And we're going to learn how to make an animated GIF work inside of WPF. So I'll see you in the next video.